friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Ranjit's Mathematics. Today we will discuss a new chapter, that is quadratic equation, which is the most important chapter in CBSE board examination or CBSE syllabus. So first of all we have to discuss how to find the quadratic equation and where you find the quadratic equation. So before that, please subscribe my YouTube channel Ranjit's Mathematics and like, and if possible share it. So now we will discuss about quadratic equation. So first of all, we have to define the quadratic equation. Quadratic equation means an equation in which at least one variable is squared. A quadratic equation is at least one variable is squared. That means, suppose in quadratic equation, if one variable is square, that means x square or y square is like that, then we say that this equation is quadratic equation. So quadratic equation is a term which comes from the quadratic polynomial. Quadratic polynomial we already discussed about it in 9th class. So in 9th class we know that quadratic polynomial is of the form x square plus bx plus cx, but it is not a quadratic equation. Since equation contain left hand side and right hand side with equal sign, but this polynomial does not contain any left hand right hand side, so it is a polynomial. But this polynomial is a quadratic polynomial because the degree of the variable is here 2. So if degree of the variable is the highest power is 2, then the polynomial is quadratic polynomial. So from this polynomial we define quadratic equation. So quadratic equation means an equation in which at least one variable is squared. So therefore that is, for example, 2x square plus 3x plus 3 equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. Since 2x square, so here is degree of the variable is 2, so it is a quadratic equation, because we know that an equation in which at least one variable is squared. See that here one variable x is squared, so it is a quadratic equation. So next one is standard form of quadratic equation. So standard form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. But condition is that a not equal to 0. But condition is that a not equal to 0. So this is the very important condition. So it will come in also multiple choice type questions. So if ax square plus bx plus c 0, it is the standard form quadratic equation, but here a not equal to 0. If a equal to 0, see that here if a equal to 0, then ax square, then the first term will become 0. So it remain only bx plus c. Bx plus c equal to 0. So bx plus c is not a quadratic equation, since it does not contain any variable of degree 2 or one variable is not squared here. So it is not a quadratic equation. So it is totally wrong if a equal to 0. So our condition is that if a not equal to 0, in ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, so this is known as the standard form of quadratic equation. So before solving any kind of quadratic equation, so we have to first check whether it is in the standard form x square plus bx plus c. So variable is here we take the variable x, so you may take variable y, z, anything. So if we take the variable x, then the standard form is x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So here a is the coefficient of x square, b is the coefficient of x, c is the constant term. So a, b, c are constant term here. So now we will discuss about solution of quadratic equation. So main part is how to find the solution, or how to find the roots of the quadratic equation. This is the most important part. So there are three methods to find solution of quadratic equation. Three methods. First one is factorization method. So factorization method. Second one is complete square method. Third one is quadratic formula method. So this is the three types of method to find the solution of quadratic equation or to find the roots of the quadratic equation. So this is the main part of the quadratic equation chapter. So now we will discuss about three methods one by one by taking an example, and in example we already clear from the concept. From example, we will also discuss the concept how to find the quadratic solution by using three methods: factorization methods, complete square methods, or quadratic formula methods. So, I will take an example to find the solution of quadratic equation by using first one is factorization method. First one is factorization method. So, factorization method is also very easy, but some tricks are applied there. So, how to find the quadratic equation solution in factorization method? So, how can you find? Suppose you take an example: x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. So, this is known as the quadratic equation, and it is in the form of standard form. Standard form means if a quadratic equation is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, so it is known as standard form of quadratic equation. So you see that here the quadratic equation is of the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. But see that here the coefficient of x square is a, but here is x square not, any coefficient is absent, not here. So it is, that means a equal to here 1, b equal to here 5, c equal to here 6. So this is the standard form of quadratic equation. We can reduce it in the we cannot reduce it in the form of quadratic equation x square plus bx plus c. It is automatically, it is in the form of standard form of quadratic equation. So now we have to find the solution of quadratic equation by factorization method. So before we finding the factorization method solution, first we have to see that here is the first term, here is second term, here is third term. That is, it is x square is here first term, 6 is the last term. So write the multiplication of first term and last term. First term and last term, if you multiply, then you get 6x square. Then we get 6x square. Next, we have to find the factorization of 6x square. And if you write the factorization of 6x square in two terms, and if you add or subtract these two terms, then we must get either the middle term 5x. Must get the middle term 5x. So we have to factorize 6x square in such a that their addition or subtraction will become 5x and their multiplication becomes 6x square. So see that once again, multiply the first term and last term, then we will get 6x square, and we find the factorization of 6x square. Here find the factorization. So see that factorization of x square is, x square means here is 1x, here is 1x. So factorization of x square is clear, xx. And now we factorize the 6, the number 6, the digit 6. So factorization of 6 means 6 equal to 2 into 3. So factorization of 6 equal to 2 into 2 or 3. So that is, here we write 2, here we write 3. So that means the factorization of 6x square is 2x and 3x. Now we have to check whether by adding or subtracting these two factors we get 5x or not. So 5x, that means we have to add 2x plus 3x, then we get 5x. If we subtract it, then we get minus x, but minus x is not present in middle term. So if we get the middle term value, then we must add two factors 2x and 3x. Now we rewrite the quadratic polynomial x square plus 5x equal to 2x plus 3x plus 6 equal to 0. So in case of 5x, we write here 2x plus 3x, because 5x equal to also 2x plus 3x. So 2x, 3x are two factors of the polynomial 6x square or x square into 6. So now we have to take common from first two term and then we will common from second two term. So in first two term there is common in x. The variable x is common in first two terms. So we have to take common x from first two term, that is equal to, here remain x, here will remain plus 2. So again we will common from second two term or last two term, whatever we common, that will be equal to either x or x plus 2. So we must common 3 from last two term. If you take 3 common from last two term, so here will remain x and here will remain 2. So that is equal to 3 into x plus 2 equal to 0. Now we will take common x plus 2. See that x here is in first term x and x plus 2 remain, and in second term 3 and x plus 2 remain. So we must be taken x plus 2 as common from both the term. So if you take x plus 2 is common from both the term, then it will remain x in first term and plus 3 in second term. So x plus 3 equal to 0. So x, that implies x plus 2 equal to 0 or x plus 3 equal to 0. So x plus 2 equal to 0 means x equal to minus 2. X plus 3 equal to 0 means x equal to minus 3. So there are two solutions of x or two roots of the quadratic equation x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. That is x equal to minus 3 and x equal to minus 3. So now we have to check that whether these two solutions or whether these two values of x will satisfy the quadratic equation or not. So to check these values satisfy the quadratic equation or not, we have to put this value either x equal to minus 2 or x equal to minus 3 in quadratic equation and check that left hand side equal to right hand side. So quadratic equation is here x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. So you have to take, if x equal to minus 2, x equal to minus 2 put here. So minus 2 square plus 5 into minus 2 plus 6 equal to 0. So minus 2 square means 4, 5 into 10 equal to minus 10 plus 6 equal to 0. So 6 plus 4 equal to 10 minus 10 equal to 0. That means 0 equal to 0. So left hand side equal to right hand side, that is equal to 0. So it is satisfy the quadratic equation x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. So there are two solutions. How can you find two solutions? Because the quadratic polynomial has degree 2. Maximum power of the variable is here 2. So we must find the solution which contain two solution, that is x equal to minus 2, x equal to minus 3. Okay, so x equal to minus 2, x equal to minus 3 must be satisfied this quadratic equation x square plus 5x plus c plus 6 equal to 0. So this is the quadratic equation form to solve the factorization method. So now we have to take another example to find the solution of quadratic equation by factorization method. Suppose another example is minus 3x square plus 5x minus 10 equal to 0, or 5x minus 3x square plus 10 equal to 0. So see that this example, so this is not in standard form of quadratic equation. So to solve this type of quadratic equation by factorization method, first we have to convert it into the form of standard form. Standard form means ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So it is not in the form of standard form. So standard form means first we write the variable of degree 2, then you write the variable of degree 1, then you write the constant term. So here is the variable of degree 2, so first write minus 3x square, then write the variable of degree 1, degree 1 means plus 5x, next we write the constant term 10 equal to 0. So this is the standard form of quadratic equation. Now we continue a similar process in previous example to find the factorization method solution. So now we will continue this. So this is the example for finding the solution of quadratic equation by factorization method. Factorization method is very easy method, and we have to apply some tricks to factorize the middle term or last two term. Okay. So next method is complete square method. Next method is complete square method. Complete square method. Complete square method is also one method of finding the quadratic equation solution. So in complete square method, suppose the standard form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So we have to find the value of x here. The variable is x, so we have to find the value of x, and we also clear that there are two roots or two solutions because the degree of first variable is x equal to 2. So we will get two solutions here. So how to find the solution by using complete square method? This is the most important part. So to find the complete square method, that means we have to write this standard form of quadratic equation in complete square. In complete square, that means suppose we take this example 2x square plus 3x plus 5 equal to 0. So how to find the solution? By using complete square method. So before that, we first check what is the coefficient of x square in the given quadratic equation. Here coefficient of x square in the given quadratic equation is 2. So we must divide, in next step we must divide in each term by 2. In each term by 2. So 2x square by 2, 3x by 2 plus 5 by 2. So why we divide 2 here? Because the coefficient of x square will always remain 1 in complete square method. Here it will contain 2, so we have to remove it, and for removing this 2 we divide 2 in each term. Okay, so 2 is cancelled here, so we write x square plus 3 by 2x plus 5 by 2 equal to 0. Now we have to convert this equation in the form of complete square. Complete square means a plus b whole square equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, or a minus b whole square equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So we have to write this quadratic equation is in the form of either a plus b whole square or a minus b whole square form. So here see that x square is always present, so x square, right? So x square plus 2ab. See that here all signs are positive, that means we have to convert it in the form of a plus b whole square. So next term is 2ab. So 2 is not present here, so we have to multiply here, and 2 divide also here. So next remaining term are 3 by 2x. So this is known as x square 2ab. So 2 is here, 2 remains same, a equal to x. So b equal means b equal to next 3 by 2 is always present before that. So 3 by 2, and we multiply in denominator 2, that means that is equal to 2. So that is equal to b equal to 3 by 4. So b equal to 3 by 4. Why b equal to 3 by 4? So in formula a square plus 2ab. So a square is x square. So 2 is here 2. A equal to x. The remaining values are b. The remaining values are 3, and in denominator it is 2 into 2, that is equal to 3 by 4. So 2ab, that means b equal to 3 by 4. Next term is the b square. So b equal to 3 by 4. That means we have to add 3 by 4 square. So if you add 3 by 4 square, then we will subtract also 3 by 4 square. So next remaining term is here 5 by 2. So it is equal to 0. So this value will become a plus b whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square. So that is, it can be written as x plus 3 by 4 whole square, x plus 3 by 4 whole square minus 3 by 4 whole square equal to 3 square, 9, 4 square 16 plus 5 by 2. So equal to 0. That means x plus 3 by 4 whole square equal to x plus 3 whole square here is equal to 9 by 16 minus 9 by 16 go to right hand side, that is equal to plus 9 by 16, 5 by 2 equal to minus 5 by 2. Now we have to calculate only. This is the procedure finding complete square method solution. So now we have to calculate x plus 3 whole square, in the left hand side, that is remains same, x plus 3 whole square. In the right hand side we take the LCM of 16, 2 equal to 2 the 8. So LCM of 16 equal to 16 divided by 16 1 and 9 equal to 9. 16 divided by 8, 16 divided by 2 8 minus 40. So 9 minus 40 minus 32 by 16. So now we have to find by using the formula x plus 3 by 4 whole square equal to minus 32 by 16. Then x plus 3 by 4, only x plus 3 by 4, x plus only 3 by 4, that is equal to square root of minus 32 by 16. So square root of minus 32 by 16 is not any real number, so here we cannot find any real roots or real values of x for quadratic equation, given quadratic equation. So this is the way to find the quadratic equation solution by using complete square method. So first we have to convert the quadratic polynomial in standard form. Standard form means ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. Then in next step we remove the coefficient of x square except 1 by dividing or multiplying on both term or all term. Then we calculate by using the perfect square method to find the complete square method solution. So this is the way for finding the complete square method solution. We have to take another example for finding the complete square method. Complete square, another example is x square plus 5x plus 6 equal to 0. So this is the, see that it is a quadratic equation because it is in the form of x square plus bx plus c equal to 0. So here is the coefficient of x square is 1. So we cannot divide or multiply any term on both term to complete square method. So it will remain same. So x square plus 5x plus c. Now we have to convert it in the form of x square a plus b whole square, x square. 2 is not present here, so 2 multiply 5x, again 2 divide, plus 6 equal to 0. So that means x square plus 2ab, 2ax b 5 by 2. So b equal here 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 means 5 by 2 the square here minus 5 by 2 the square, adding and subtracting 5 by 2 the square, because 5 by 2 the square is not present there. So if we add, then must we subtract it. Plus 6 equal to 0. So this is a plus b whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square. That means it is x plus 5 by 2 the whole square minus 5 by 2 the whole square equal to 25 by 4 plus 6 equal to 0. So that implies x plus 5 by 2 the whole square equal to, if you take minus 20 by 4 to the right hand side, that is equal to 25 by 4 minus 6. So that is equal to 25. If LCM is multiplied directly 6, that is equal to 24 by 4. So 25 minus 24 equal to 1 by 4. So x plus 5 by 2 the whole square equal to 1 by 4. That is equal to x plus 5 by 2 equal to root over of 1 by 4. That is equal to plus minus 1 by 2. So if x plus 5 by 2 equal to plus minus 1 by 2, then we have to calculate the value of x. So x has two values, that is equal to minus 5 by 2 plus 1 by 2, or x equal to minus 5 by 2 minus 1 by 2. So this is the two rules to find the solution of quadratic equation x square plus 5x plus 6 by using complete square method. So this is all about quadratic equation, two methods, that is first one is factorization method, second one is complete square method. Then third method we will discuss in next class. So this is all about today's class, that is quadratic equation chapter, and we will discuss next portion of the video in next class. So please share and like my video and subscribe it.